It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detecting Show, and I better turn the internet off on my phone again. Good evening, Adrian. How are you this fine evening?
Good evening, dear. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well, and hello to those in the chat, because tonight we're giving away 3 of these, kindly given to us by...
We're not.
Nokta.
We're not.
No, Nokta.
We're not giving them away.
Some special person who'll be in very shortly. But if you want to know how to enter, the competition's open. You don't have to guess Dave's weight or my BMI or anything. You just have to scan that if you're watching on a laptop to your phone, and it will take you to the Big Detecting Show, or www.bigdetectingshow.com. And on the homepage, scroll down, and you click on there, it takes you to the competition. You just have to put your name and your email address. And at the end of the evening, we will put that into a random spinny wheel thing, and 3 lucky winners who are watching the show live. Because if you're not, you won't win it. Because our viewers, we like to look after them, don't we, David? So I thought I'd just say that.
We do indeed.
And let's see who's supposed to enter. Right. So,
Anyone entered?
Yes.
Anyone entered yet? Anyone entered yet?
Yes.
Come on. Yes.
I've bizarrely had an email from Nokta themselves about the fantastic offers which they're doing. So, yeah.
Which we can talk about in a moment. Have you had a good week anyway, friend?
I think you know where my week went. So, yeah, it was all right. Home life, lovely. Just other things. So, yeah, bit of a week, but never mind. But I did go detecting at the weekend, and boy wonder, he's beating me again. Roman, medieval brooch, and I just wasn't finding much. I wasn't using my normal machine. I was testing another one, and I was playing with the settings.
Yeah. Fee Cooley says the link won't work. It says it'll open when live.
I'll refresh your page.
Let's go big.
Hang on. Oh, you idiot. I haven't uploaded it, have I? I thought I did it when I was on the show. Sorry. Well, yeah. We had a bit of a panic before the show because there was lots of things going on. And it is going now. So
yes, I only came in from work 20 minutes ago.
Refresh your browser. How come someone already entered? That's
magic. It's so, the world of mate. You wouldn't believe this, right? This is how good our show is going to be in a couple of years' time. I've just been to college with my daughter, and she's going to be doing digital media, and she's going to be doing all advert making and editing and such like that. And I said, Lily, I'll take it away with us, and you can do a documentary. And she's well up for that. And it just so happens the course tutor, in a strange twist of fate, we didn't realise, but is the mother of one of Mason's school friends who we know dead well. So sorted. So hopefully, give it a couple of years' time, and the child sadly will be. Refresh my browser. I'm just seeing if this works, Adrian. Open when live.
I've got one.
Says open when live.
Refresh your browser.
I'm still refreshing.
When you click on the link,
refreshing again, and it's coming up on the home page, and it says open when live.
Right, bear with. It's a caching issue. Those who know the interwebs, it's a caching issue on the website because it is live. It is working. Give it a few seconds. It will update. or clear your browser history, or open another browser. Oh,
Tony Kaywood knows all about clearing his browser history, doesn't he?
Yes. I can tell you that if we have the first or the second person, because I know the first one, Danny McGinty has gone in there. So what's going on here? But just talk amongst yourselves, Dave.
Just talk amongst yourselves while Adrian sorts this out. And it still says open when live.
You've got to click on the competition thing. Let's try this.
It says Nokia Point free giveaway, and it tells you the blurb, and then it says open when live, red button, and there's a picture. I'm saying open when live, and it's not doing anything.
Right, it will.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Shall we bring on tonight's guest?
Yes, certainly. Talk to Dilek for a second, because I briefly spoke to her.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dilek.
In the chat. I'm actually following the chat tonight. So, how you doing, Adrian?
Good.
Dave?
Good. I'm very well, Dilek, and it doesn't seem 5 minutes since we last met at Detectable, when you had this little thing here. Apologies, mine looks like it's been in a toilet, but
it looks better than mine. Mine's at Shane's.
Yeah, I've been putting this through its paces. It's been in water, it's been in mud, it's been in clay, it's been in everything. And fortunate I was a beta tester for it. And there's a few niggles, but compared to some of the niggles you get, it was very minimal. But I know Nokta find things. If it's a small problem, you like to fix it, don't you? Whether it's a detector or a pinpointer or whatever.
Which batch? I don't know from which batch yours was, Adrian, because what happened was, so when the beta testing started, we couldn't send all the units on the same day. So the first batch of testers, they got their units so quickly. Like we sent them out, I think it was Thursday or something. People got them on the weekend and tried it out.
Yeah.
Started sending us feedback. And so we actually, based on those initial feedback we got, before we sent the second batch out the following week, basically, we made an update already on it. So I don't know which batch. Did you get an email from Nokta saying that you're going to get a new one?
I did.
Oh, okay.
No, but I got mine before you, Dave, didn't I?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I did get one. I did get one. But there were only slight things. The continuous disconnecting, connecting through the headphones, which other people had spoken about, the message you get with the headphones. Yes.
So we gave an update for that on the Legend.
I've done that. Yeah, I've done that. Yes. Did that on Saturday.
Did you make that update?
Yes, and it's fine. The sound seems to have improved a bit more through the headphones as well.
That I don't know. I don't know what they exactly did, but so that disconnect lady is gone for the Legend users.
Disconnect lady, I like that. Yeah.
Adrian, still some people having issues opening the
for the simplex
competition.
Users, though, for now.
Right. Dave, you just talk to Dilek a second whilst I just fix this.
So you've had an absolutely manic, I'd say summer, but it's been most of the year. You've been all over the place, haven't you?
Yep. And I'm actually flying on Saturday to an event in Italy. And then I'm coming back and I'm going to Holland. Then I'm going to US. So it's nonstop.
A lot of flight miles there.
Yeah.
And obviously it's been good to get out there. It's been good to meet people. I mean, I was able to, while everybody was off doing metal detecting, Detectable, I got to sit with you for a good hour and we chatted about things not metal detecting, which was lovely. But you know, it's been great. You won Customer Services of the Year on behalf of the viewers of the show. You also won Episode of the Year for one that you were on last year, just around Detectable time. So, it was good for us to be able to
definitely
show you what the readers of the magazine and the viewers of the show feel about yourself and Nokta now. It made it feel a little bit different for me. It was able, instead of us saying it to you, it was able to give you something physical to show that.
And believe me, I mean, this actually, it's right here. I keep it up against the wall here. The reward, this meant a lot to me. Not the personal reward you gave me. When it comes to myself, I don't really, I mean, I appreciate it, but what matters to me is Nokta, So when you guys gave this, I was really proud, on behalf of my company. So thank you. It was really a very good event.
No, it was nice, wasn't it, Dave? Dave? Sorry.
I'm back.
That's all right. Internet problems.
Also, basically, I was talking to myself. Okay.
No. I'm just trying to fix the website. I don't know why that's working. It will fix itself in a minute. Don't worry. But Dilek, also, we've move on to the pinpointer next, I think. But that's okay. We spoke about probably a year ago on the show that you said you had something coming, and then I think at Detectable last year, and then I did an interview with you in April, I think, and
yes.
You showed me around your old factory, which are in the new offices now, and you showed me the first prototype of this, and I loved it. I loved the yellow. The Nana, as we call it. How long has this taken to actually develop Nokta from the initial?
I'll be very honest with you, longer than expected. We thought we were gonna release this pinpointer probably Q1 or Q2, but now we're Q4. So it did take longer than expected, but I'm used to it now. I understand. I mean, and I understand, sometimes the engineers kind of give you an estimate time frame, but as they go along, they discover things, and sometimes actually, even myself, I may sometimes cause the project to last longer than expected because, I request things, demand things on behalf of all the end users.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what, we can do it, but this is gonna, make the project long lasting. I'm like, listen, I mean, the most important thing here is to really offer the best product to the end users. So sometimes it's worth the wait. Thank God this time I didn't give any date on it. We didn't give any promises, any dates. So, I mean, thank God it turned out to be a great, product. So, it took longer than expected. I don't know exactly when we started the project. I don't have that date in my mind, but we were supposed to release it earlier this year.
And was it? What was the main objective apart from producing something with a color screen? Was wirelessly linking to the Legend headphones a key importance?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The Bluetooth connection, and it's not that easy, to have that connection work seamlessly, So with the 2.4 gigahertz connection, like the regular wireless connection we had with the other one, it's much easier. But to make this work on Bluetooth is harder. And and that was the most important, I would say, the feature, and the probably during the engineering process, the one that they worked on the most, And then the other stuff, even the icons, how the user interface is gonna be, everything. I mean, back and forth. For example, they do, one version, they show it to me and to other people, maybe some, like end users or some distributors, whatever. And, we get some feedback, then we change a lot of things around. It's fun, but it's really challenging to come out, develop a new product and,
Yeah.
Was it as challenging as obviously the Legend, the Simplex? It's a totally different. It's totally different thing. But I mean, on the scale of things, on the scale of what it is in comparison, was it as difficult to come up with now?
No. I would say the Legend was the most, challenging project among all of them. I mean, we had our challenges with all of them. We had our faults, challenges, but I would say the Legend took a few years to develop.
Bear with Adrian. He is fiddling in the background, so
I fixed it.
Get there.
I was actually uploading it to the wrong web server, which would explain why the website hasn't updated. For those of you who don't know, I do lots of different websites and things for people, and I have.
Let's put Adrian on big for a moment again.
Well, I can't. I'm not looking at myself at the moment. So the website now, hopefully, in a second, if you refresh, we'll have a button, because I'm an idiot. I've just put a button on there, and you'll be able to click on that. If you can't get in there, if you click on the little hamburger at the top of the web page, it should have a drop-down option which says competition, and you click on there, and it's working now. So I'm happy, and I can relax, talk to Dilek, drink my wine, and tell everyone how lovely this pinpointer is and other things. So it's there now. So go to the big.
Adrian, it still doesn't work.
It does. I've just been there,
mate. I'm on it now. It doesn't work.
Refresh your cache.
I've refreshed it. I've deleted. Hold on. No, it still doesn't work, mate.
All right, go on.
I'm just kidding with you. It is working for me now.
You little minx. Right.
So everybody, click on the QR code or go to bigdetectingshow.com and you'll find the competition there. Adrian had a brain fart, but everything's working now.
Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about the AccuPoint, and one of the things I've noticed with it, which with a lot of multi-frequent pinpointers been out. I think Garrett brought their first one out in 2004, I think. And one of the things with multi-frequency machines, whether it's Legend, Deus 2, you name it, Manticore, they're finding smaller things now, finer things at deeper depths. And the one thing I did find with this pinpointer, it is ridiculously sensitive if you want it to be. I haven't run it. I think, Dilek, it runs 0 to 9, 7 or 9? I can't remember. Well, I can have a look, actually.
Nine levels.
Oh, yeah. So nine
levels of sensitivity.
Yeah, I can't show it because of the green screen, and it's not orange, it's a grey colour. But I will give you an example of this, because there's my ring there. I've got all mud on here. That's not far from it, and that's not maximum sensitivity. That's quite a sort of distance there, as you can see. Well, it's bad to see it here. Someone else is beeping. But I was running it at 6. Hang on, got to turn it off now, which is very easy to do. So we got 6 there, and then it runs up, and you can easily. Oh, you can't really see it, but I'm going through the options now. But you can see all the icons.
Let me go big screen, Adrian.
So these are the options. So there you've got this, trying to connect with my headphones at the moment, but you can see I've got sensitivity 6 there, and I've got 2 tones. I don't know if just here at the end, you've got how many tones you've got. It's connecting. We're trying to connect with the headphones, and then it's got sensitivity.
And the battery level. Yeah.
Now there's something strange with the battery. I think you've got it from it's kryptonite or something, because I've been using it now. I've been detecting for over probably 50 hours since I've received it. I haven't had the pinpointer all that time, but it's only dropped 1 bar. So
isn't that amazing?
Yeah, well, it is, considering in the UK we've had cold weather, so that affects battery life, and it just keeps going. So I'm going to literally run it out in the field. So I don't know how many hours I'm going to get. How long does it take to charge, Dilek? Out of interest, is it?
How long does it take to charge? I think close to 3 hours, I believe.
Yeah, 2 or 3 hours, and you get a nice little holster with it.
Yeah.
And the one thing I really like, which I'm not doing to mine, which Dave, I know Shane like this, is you get a spare tip. And this isn't rubber, this is solid. And it does have a nice little, that's perfect, little lip on there. And that really helps dig out the soil, especially in my area where you've got a lot of clay.
Shane is very big on using his pinpointer to assist in the digging process. And he's proper give it some work with that, and he's well happy. Absolutely loves that part of it.
USB-C, my favourite connector, so I can charge my phone or my pinpointer, not micro USB. And it even comes with a spare rubber washer or silicon washer for the back of the pinpointer. Is it waterproof? Someone said yes to 3 meters. Is it, Dilek?
3 meters, 10 feet.
Yeah. And another thing I love is it comes with one of the most important things in our hobby, is a lanyard, which isn't good for Nokta because that means you won't lose it. Whereas realistically, you want
it's not just any old lanyard. It's one with a carbine as opposed to one of those plasticky breaky things as well.
Yeah, it's very well thought out, and if anyone's got any questions,
it is. I mean, when you introduced it to us, the detectable, Dilek,
wow,
you saw how long I was playing with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the pinpointer. I was there for ages, and I kept bringing people over to have a look as well. And I said straight away, I'm having one of these. And as soon as it come on, I forgot. I set an alarm, I forgot, came back to it, realised that, got on, ordered me product. It came straight away. Couldn't be happier. And Shane's been using it, so I haven't had much time. We went out once together and played with it. The thing I couldn't believe, Adrian, is the speed, the response time of it. It's second to none.
It's 20 hertz, I think. Is that right, Dilek?
20 kilohertz, yes.
Yeah. So it's very fast. And I'm going to keep going on about it because it's been a while since we've had a pinpointer launched. We have had another one very similar to this, which you've got. It had problems.
Which was rubbish, Dilek.
Yeah. I mean, it was good initially. The features on it were good, but it needs to be a reliable pinpointer, and I think that this will be. And the one thing I love as well is quite often when you're undoing, I won't say any brands, but quite often when you undo this, you have to go like that. And then when you screw it up, you run more of a risk of damaging the O-ring. This is just
well done,
like that. It's just like that. And if anyone wonders what fell out, this
audio booster piece.
Very clever. So in here you have your charger there, and there's something else there. I don't know what that is, but you have this little plastic thing which is like a little trumpet, and that makes the pinpointer very, very loud. If you want it to be, but you can control the levels of volume. But yeah, I think you've pretty much thought of everything.
Yes.
I even like the colour, which was the first thing when I saw the.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, if you leave it in the field and you're in stubble or somewhere like that, you can see it from a distance, and it stands out. And it comes with a box as well for those, which is recyclable.
Comes with a box.
The only issue I have had with it is my son has started detecting. I think you met him, Dilek. He was kicking the football.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Small boy, very small boy.
Yeah, right.
He's been using the Legend. He started with another detector, but he's using the Legend now. I set up a program so that he could easily distinguish the good stuff. And because it's got the wireless connectivity of the headphones, like all teenagers, they're lazy. And he's been stealing the acupoint now because he
Hey,
really enjoys it.
You're gonna get another one anyway.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I would have loved another one, but it's such a shame.
Christmas present.
Yeah, Christmas present. We've had nearly 200 people enter the competition already, so it's over 200 now. So you're in with good odds. 3 acupoints being given away tonight, kindly from Nokta. So yes, Dave, you were going to ask Dilek about product offers.
You thought pros again, then, didn't you? Yeah, you've just had an email's just been sent out. Obviously, the acupoint isn't the only thing that's come out of late. You've released earlier in the year the Simplex range. You've also got, which we'll talk about a little bit later, the Shoot range, which is coming out as well. But you can tell people about that. And there's some offers on at the moment regarding the Nokta range as well. Yes,
we have great promotions going on, and they're going to go on until the end of the year. So we have a promotion going on for the Simplex new generation. For each of them, we have a different promotions. So if you buy a Simplex BT, then you get the starter pack free. The starter pack includes the premium digger, the leg holster for your pinpointer, and the fines pouch and a hat. You get this free with the Simplex BT. Now, if you buy the Simplex Ultra, you get the acupoint for $79.99 instead of $159. Yeah, exactly. So you get it for half the price, basically. Okay. And if you buy the Simplex Ultra WHP, that comes with the Bluetooth headphones, you get the acupoint for half the price and you get the starter pack free. This is for the Simplex line. Now come to Legend, of course, the offers are greater. If you buy the Legend, the regular one, without the Bluetooth headphones, we give the Bluetooth headphones free. If you buy the Legend with the Bluetooth headphones, we give the acupoint free, which is $159 or 139 pounds value. Now, if you get the Legend Pro Pack, which already comes with 2 coils and the waterproof battery pack and all that, you get the acupoint and the starter pack free. So we believe, this is an unbeatable promotion. And that's how we want to close the year. We want to, again, offer the best of the best at the most affordable prices for our valued customers. So this is going to go on until the end of the year.
Fantastic offers. Fair play.
Yeah, and if you head over to noktadetectors.com, it's on the homepage, the offer, or any distributor. I presume they're like LP or...
LP got some already, yes.
Yeah. I think we've got some questions in the chat. There's a lot of people saying, I got my Legend promotion last December. I got the upgrade pack yesterday with the LG30 coil. The upper shaft is incredibly light. Well done. We got shaft. Steve Cord, is it true the Manticore can't link with its... No, it can't. No. Dilek, you are so kind, from Mark Anderson. Does it? Yes. So Fraser Robertson, does it make a different sound when it detects iron? Yes, it does. Only when it's... If you've got a deep signal and you've dug 10 centimeters, 20, 30 centimeters, and you put it in and the iron's still that far away, you'll still get a normal tone. It needs to get quite close. Well, I found Dilek anyway. But it does detect iron, but you can turn that off. You can have vibrate with single tone or vibrate with 2-tone, and ferrous, non-ferrous, and if you want, you can just have it to vibrate. How do they do this and leave any market for other companies? Nokta's number one. So would the pinpointer cut in on my headphones over the sound of so those who don't know, so the minute you get your AccuPoint, you sync it with your headphones. It's really simple, even though I had trouble and had to email Dilek because
this says the man who's put the competition on the website.
Yes, on the wrong website. I don't know what, I've probably posted it on someone's business website now, but it's all good PR. So yeah, basically it takes, I think the original ones took a little while to sync. I think that's been sorted now.
It took longer.
Yeah, but it synced, and then as soon as you're detecting, you have the pinpointer in your holster, you got your legend, you get a signal, you pinpoint it with the legend, and then as soon as you turn your AccuPoint on, the sound from the AccuPoint goes straight to your headphones, not the detector. It turns off the coil, and as soon as you get a sound in the hole, it does it through your headphones. So you're nice and quiet in the field, you're not annoying, and as soon as you turn it off, it goes back to the legend. No buttons to press or anything, apart from
fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get a legend now, aren't I?
Well, does the Nokta AccuPoint connect with the old style Simplex Plus?
Old Simplex Plus? No, the old Simplex Plus is not Bluetooth, so it won't. I'm sorry.
Crikey, there's quite a lot of people. Yes. Oh, sorry, somebody already said that. Sober Detectorist. Really
so they are on general sale now.
Yes, they are.
Brilliant.
I don't know exactly how many distributors got them around the world yet, because we just started shipping last week, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So obviously UK, we're close to UK, we're closer to UK than, let's say, US. So UK got some already, but not all the distributors around the world have them in stock yet. But in a couple of weeks, everybody will have some quantity, but they're gonna go quickly. So we keep on shipping. So.
A few people have put in the chat, if you've got a different make of detector, it will work with your detector, but not wirelessly through the headphones. It will only connect to the Legend and the Simplex Ultra. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, the AccuPoint will actually connect with any Bluetooth aptX headphones, but low latency, aptX low latency headphones. But the thing is, you're not gonna be able to have that operation, the switch of the audio from the AccuPoint to the detector with another model of detector. But if you want to use the AccuPoint with any other Bluetooth low latency headphones, you can. But once you turn the AccuPoint off, the audio will not switch to your other competitor model's detector.
Yeah. I mean, if you use a Garrett, you use a Deus, you use a MindLab, you use whatever detector, you can still use this pinpointer.
Of course.
And I think that it's going to be a very popular pinpointer. And like I said, it's been a while since someone came out with something a little bit decent. Well, not decent.
For those of you asking how to enter the competition, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it's been running over there for about the past 2 hours. So there you go.
Yeah,
or just scan the QR. Scan the QR code that's next to Adrian and myself.
Yeah.
It is, because generally it's the battle of the metal detectors themselves when it comes to releases throughout the year. So when it comes to obviously the pinpointer, it's great to have something that people are shouting about. There's the Garrett Carrot is the one that everybody knows about, but now it has got legitimately a competitor, which we can't deny against the Carrot. Yeah, it's the Carrot and the Nana. You can either have vegetables or fruit.
the Nokta Nana. But yeah, I think, and also if you own a Legend, and you're looking at buying a pinpointer, you've got a pinpointer now which will connect
Exactly.
via Bluetooth. And for me, that is a big. I do not like having to take my headphones off it, especially when it's wet and windy and cold. And what a brilliant Christmas present when your kids say, "Dad, what do you want for Christmas?" Whoopee, pinpointer. It's not too expensive.
For me as well. Obviously, I've been privy to Shane using it, and I've spoke to Adrian. I didn't ever think I'd hear Shane admit that he likes something as much as the carrot, and you don't get to see Adrian quite so animated as when he's had something technology and he likes it. So
I do. I like gadgets, and I like it when, rather than just make a pinpointer, make one with a colour screen. And for those who are worried about the screen, I don't know how thick the plastic is on the perspex on there, but it won't break. It will not break.
By the way, that screen, see, there's a little like film, like a screen protector on it.
I've left it
underneath, on, we have another screen to cover the actual LCD. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Triple protection.
Wherever you're watching the show tonight, be it on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you're watching, and you enter the competition on the Big Detecting Show, it's absolutely no difference whatsoever. The competition is solely via the website. So if you've entered via there, don't worry, you're all in with a chance of winning. However, if you would like to subscribe to the Big Detecting Show YouTube channel, it's much easier because Facebook is having far too many episodes of late. So click on the Big Detective Show on YouTube and follow us on there. It's easier.
Yes, definitely. John Hickingbottom, I like the MI6 pinpointer because it connects to my headphones. Yes, just like the Nokta AccuPoint, and I've got an MI6 and it does connect. And it's one of the things I've been wanting Nokta to do. All manufacturers to do actually, because not all of them do it, and it is such an important thing to do. And one thing, there's lots of little features as well, because I don't know how much technology is in this, but knowing Nokta, probably next year you'll be able to dig down 6 foot with it because it will be a detector. It would be lovely as well if you left the pinpointer. It's got an alert mode. If you leave it on the ground, it will make a noise. But it would be lovely if in time the software could actually send that signal to your headphones if it was within distance, because the distance is quite far, I found. I tested it and it's longer than... I'm not going to let too much away. I've written a field test for Treasure Hunting magazine, which will be out very shortly, but I did compare it to other pinpointers. And more importantly, I will say this, if you've got a Deus or a Legend or a Garrett or whatever, this was compared against 6 detectors, all different brands and models, and it didn't cause any EMI with them. So in the past, I've had a pinpointer from one manufacturer and used it with another manufacturer's detector, and it was emitting a lot of EMI when it was sort of fairly close. I didn't have that problem. And I was going to ask Dilek, did you test it against other machines, other detectors for EMI?
Yes, we did. But then again, to be honest with you, I mean, sometimes it's hard. I mean, we get this question from end users a lot. Sometimes if they think that it's not compatible with another branded detector, this is the answer. I mean, we're actually, number one, we're responsible for this AccuPoint to work seamlessly first, like with our detectors. Then the second priority is the other brands. Yes, we did test it. And actually, we also put a frequency shift in there. Yes. As a feature, in case, it interferes with another detector, you can switch the interference. So yes, we do think of all these things, and we really try our best to accomplish what we can. But yeah, we did test it. I don't know exactly how many different models it was tested with, but I know for a fact that our field testers told me that it's actually working pretty good with other branded detectors as well.
Yeah, I had no problems. For those who, without going through the pinpoint and all the features, the first thing is, I'll just quickly show you. Sorry, it's very awkward. It literally turns on with one press, that quick. It's really quick. And then when you want to go through I can't do this. You long press it. So you've got your sensitivity, your sound. That's for your discrimination. Bluetooth. Frequency. I'm seeing it upside down. And you've got a torch, which is very powerful. Sound, volume, brightness. And that is quite handy. That is
factory reset.
Yeah, factory reset. And when you want to turn it off, you just quickly hold the button down. Oh, I've gone into the sensitivity now, and my laptop is peeping away. So when it's see, this is how sensitive. That's my laptop down here, and it's that is a good. I'd love to be able to show you that actually. So. And that's on the lowest sensitivity, not the lowest, that's on 6. So, and it goes up to 8, I think. But the features are, I'll show you on the box. They're all the features.
Dilek, somebody's asked, what is the warranty period on the OcuPoint?
2 years.
2 years. If you can keep it that long, because I very often lose them. Can you pop in a 9-volt battery? No, it's USB-C rechargeable. Hello, Pomsy in the chat. My demo skills need looking at. I know, because I'm ambidextrous. I've got a metal Microsoft Surface laptop, which is this thing is so sensitive if you want it to be. And that brings me back to the sensitivity of, I don't think I finished it, multi-frequency. Last weekend, Saturday, I was detecting, not with a Nokta machine, I had another machine because I was testing it out. And I got a very faint target. I dunked down about 6-7 inches. And you know what it's like? I could not find anything. And it was a 2.2 air rifle pellet. And it was squashed. And it was so small, so small. I know for a fact I would have spent ages with other pinpointers potentially looking for it. This picked it up. It's so sensitive at finding small targets, which is what we're having a lot more now with multi-frequency machines. So cut quarters, cut half, hammered coins. It's perfect.
And some gold prospectors tested this with very little tiny gold nuggets, and they were also impressed. So yeah.
Sadly, we don't have much of that in the UK.
I know.
That not only have we spoken tonight about the Nokta promotions that are running to the end of the year, where you can get some really good deals, but the Legend potential update, boost or beast mode, which I'm not that keen on, to be honest, the name, because it sounds sort of Far Eastern terminology. I prefer the Legend Leap mode.
What mode?
Sorry?
What would you prefer as a name? Listen, we didn't really
call it the Legend Leap mode, because it's a leap. It's a leap in technology on the Legend, and it will leap into a new thing.
Stratosphere.
Yeah, just the word beast sounds like a Eastern branded coil. The Beast or something, and Boost. We have a chocolate bar in the UK called Boost.
You've already got the Beast. Is the Bless Tool V5 was the Beast as well, wasn't it?
So the word leap is quite people know what leap means.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah, there are other ones, but maybe someone in the chat. But how's that going? Because it's going to open up the Legend once it's launched, isn't it, Dilek?
Yes. It's really gonna be a powerful mode for especially relic hunters. not so much, for beach hunters or maybe park hunters, but especially for relic hunters. It adds quite a bit depth. I mean, I was impressed, when they demoed to me. So, but they're making more tests now. So I don't think we're really far from it. But yeah, I don't want to give a date. So we'll see.
I like Sober Detectorist in the chat. He's called it the cheat mode.
I like Dave Moore's better. I think Dave Moore's is far better.
What's
the deep Esh mode?
Deep Esh. Deep
Oh,
Esh.
That was an 80s band there, Dilek.
Yeah, might get in trouble with that copyright. But I suppose there's a lot of things to take into account, because I presume you're going to be putting more power through the coil, so that could affect the battery life. It could potentially affect EMI emittance as well. So there's a lot of things you've got to test. Maybe.
So that's why, it's easier said than done. So you have to kind of find the optimal, whatever combination, so to say. So we'll see.
You don't want a detector that only lasts 7 or 8 hours. You want the Legend lasts a lot longer than that.
But with the Legend, don't forget, with the Legend, you always have the option of the battery pack. So if you have that extra battery pack, you're actually doubling your detecting time, and it's waterproof too. So at least with the Legend, you have that option. With some of the competition, you don't even have that option unless,
No, it's an aftermarket choice.
Yeah.
Talking of the battery pack on the Legend, someone said earlier in the chat, on the rear armrest, there's a mold area there for putting in the battery. Is there any plans to have an adapter for the AccuPoint?
We didn't have any plans, but I know you mentioned this to me before, and someone else mentioned this, so it's in my notes. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's many people out there with 3D printers who'll come up with things. We were talking about this, Dave, weren't we? So he's gone. Hello?
No, Nick Berry's sent me. Adrian just said, if you left it on the field, it would be good if you connected to your earphones to find it, but surely you would not be able to find it just using earphones.
No, but it warn you that you dropped it. That's what I meant.
Okay.
So if you went away from the there could be an underlying hidden. Even though it's off, it's still connected to your headphones. So
or if you get a certain distance away from it, make an alarm to tell you a certain distance away from it.
Yeah. So let's say the pinpointer's off, but in the background, every 30 seconds, it does a reconnect to the headphones. And if it can't connect, the headphone lady comes along and says, "Can I connect?" And you've dropped it in the field. But if you've got the lanyard that comes with it, you're not going to drop it at the end of the day. So there we go.
I'm going to actually have to start using a lanyard, aren't I?
Oh, you should always use them. Yeah, definitely.
Brendan wrote, by the way, Brendan is one of our nomads in the US. Hi, Brendan. But that would bring that lady in the headphones back. No.
Yeah, maybe. She's not that annoying.
Alternative, Adrian, just get one of them cheap GPS trackers from the pound shop and put that on it.
Yeah, you could do. And then that will, does it have any interchangeable parts such as case, buttons, maybe yes. So, Stefan, it comes with this, and it comes with an interchangeable cap. So mine's very muddy, but it comes with this cap. So you just replace it. It's a spare one, not to give you. Mine hasn't fallen off yet at all. They're quite well engineered and printed. I've never. Yeah, they've got like a little lip in there, so they don't come off. But I'm sure, no doubt, in time, people may develop their own ones with like claws on and stuff like that. There could even be a beach type tip on it. But yeah, it's got an
Now I
interchangeable.
want a legend. I'm reading everyone's comments, and now I want a legend.
Yeah. Dilek, last time when you were on the show, we were talking about the legend, and we've forgotten to mention the score which you announced at Detectival.
Yes.
How's the? A few people have said, when's it available?
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Without giving any promises, we're trying to make it available before the end of the year. That's the goal, but we'll see if we can really achieve that. So, because I mean, we're at the end of the development project basically, and yeah, we'll see. So it's come on. For us, it's almost finished actually. It's just they're doing the final tests on it, and we'll see if we can really go into production, if we're going to have enough time to go into production and start shipping them before the end of the year. But they turned out to be really great detectors, especially for beach hunters or even land hunters, who wants a simultaneous multi-frequency machine, fully waterproof, at a much, much more affordable price than what's out there, even including our own legend. And it's much easier to use, especially score, because we have two of them, score and double score. Score literally has no settings except for your sensitivity, like your volume, your brightness, nothing. No ground balancing. You just turn it on and go. That's it. But it's a fully, waterproof unit, simultaneous multi-frequency, and it has 3 different multi-frequencies, just like the Legend, M1, M2, M3. And it also has a 15 kilohertz single frequency.
Yeah. So you find hammered coins.
Yeah, that's the score. And double score is the think of it as the score with some settings added to it, like your essential settings, such as your recovery speed, and few more settings. So the score actually is the younger brother. That's how I call them. The score is the younger brother of the Legend and the older brother of the Simplex, basically.
Thank you. Is Steve Barnett, is the AccuPoint updatable?
No.
Buscados de Tesoros y Aventurados en Honduras says,
What?
Saludos desde New Jersey, están excelentes los nuevos modelos de equipas y accesorios que están sacando, pero lo que necesitamos en realidad es mayores promociones y ofertas por los usuarios, mayores opportunities para acudir en diferentes precios. Amo la marca Nokta, amo la detección, un abrazo grande.
So he's basically
no idea what he meant.
He's very pleased with Nokta, and he thinks they're a fantastic company. More importantly is the comment above that from Steve Newman. Hi Steve, hope you're well. Must catch up with you soon. He said it's the best pinpointer he's ever had, and he's been detecting for over 40 years.
Thank you.
That's very, very nice for Steve, and I hope you're well. Dave, those who have forgotten or don't know, bigdetectingshow.com website, which
you've got moments to enter.
So scan that on your phone. Do you know what? I haven't tested it. I presume it works. Yes. So you scan that on your phone, and it takes you to the Big Detecting Show website, and that's what you can win. And you just click on there, and then you just put your name and your details, and it will submit your information where you could win a pinpointer very shortly. One of 3 kindly donated by Nokta. So
thank
all
you,
good
Adrian.
Stuff. Yes. Also, just for those who are concerned, today was the start of the ban of glitter in the EU. So thought I'd better just drop that in there, Dave. Did you know that, Dave?
No, but that means anybody who does get a birthday card off me, like my daughter who's watching the show, will now have less glitter in their birthday cards, which goes everywhere when they open it on purpose.
Fantastic. Mark Anderson, for me, I have everything apart from a legend. I see and hear more and more about them more than any other machine. Yeah. I had one of the first ones, fortunately, and a lot of people just kept looking at me in the field like that, trying to work out what it was. But now they are a very common machine, especially on club digs. People who have bought a low-end machine and then looking at upgrading, the Legend is very easy to use. If you want to go in and change the settings, you can, and there are lots. But if you don't, it's still a very good machine and works well on land, much land, and the beach. Great on the beach. Oh crikey! Someone there's brought enough. He's brought 2 Legends. Blimey. Oh dear. Your friend's back in the chat, Dave.
I think I'll leave that one. I think people got the correct information from me earlier in my best manner.
Charlie Deemer, this is a very good question, and I think Dilek, sorry, hopefully answer it. Any chance of a PI machine in the future?
Definitely. It's actually, the project has progressed a lot already, and they took the machine out on the field for the first time a couple of weeks ago. And I mean, there's still a lot to be done, but yeah, definitely. Pulse induction.
Am I right in saying that's pulse induction?
Yes, pulse
induction. Because I was thinking 3.33333 yourself. Pi, Adrian.
Yes.
Pi.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about pi as in meat.
Oh, pi. I like pi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good you're still looking at that, Dilek, because PI machines are still very, like single frequency VALF machines. They're not dead. They're still very good machines.
They're very good machines. They have their own, strengths. So yes, definitely, we're working on
one. Jane Caldwell, how heavy is Legend? Wanting something light as arms ache after a few hours. What machine have you got at the moment, Jane? Because the Legend is not the lightest, because the lightest machine costs twice as much money. But it's very much up there it's well balanced, and I don't get arm ache with it at all. And if you have the carbon fiber shaft, which a lot of people are talking about in the chat, it's even lighter. What does she use?
Adrian, do you have the older version of the Legend?
My Legend is exactly the same as when I got it, which was over a year and a bit ago. And
so you don't have the newer version with the LG30, the new arm cuff, and the upper carbon fiber shaft. All that makes the Legend lighter too.
So mine is as light as is. For me, it's fine, not a problem at all. And my son, but I do with any new machine I get, I don't like to touch it for a whole 12 months to see if anything goes wrong.
Jane's using the Vanquish 440,
so it's lighter than that, I think. Someone Google it. Vanquish is a different machine. It's not balanced the same. But there's a certain machine I've got at the moment, Dilek, and I've had it for 6 months, and it's starting to show issues on certain things, which it shouldn't. Do you see what I mean? So I try not to change shafts or coils.
Very interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't change it. I leave it at least 12 months. So I've had the Legend over that now. Yeah.
Adrian, that's going to change. I'll send you the new arm cuff.
Yes, I haven't got that. Oh, yeah. Just quickly, for those who have got an old Legend, just quickly run through the changes that you have made.
The biggest difference is the coil. Instead of the LG28, the round 11-inch, the Legend now comes with LG30, the 13-inch one. 13-inch one, which actually discriminates better. Okay, and the upper shaft on the older Legend was aluminum. Now the upper shaft is also carbon fiber. on the newer version. And the arm cuff has been changed to the new generation simplex arm cuff, which is like much more sleek and lighter. So overall, there is a weight reduction in the Legend due to all these changes. But of course, the biggest change is the coil change, which the LG28 is still available, but now it's an optional coil. But to be honest with you, I mean, after using the Legend with the LG30, nobody really wants the LG28. Everybody seems to be loving the LG30.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for that. Sorry, Dave, you asked me a question.
Competition-wise, do you need to transfer any information from one place to another?
Yeah. Can I come off the screen so I'm not distracted?
Certainly.
And then I can fix it. Yeah.
Bye. Just the two of us. So anybody else, if you've got any questions, obviously, for Dilek, just ask away. So Legend-wise, everything's going brilliantly with that. You've got the big update coming on that. The score, which you announced at the Technical, they're coming in the very near future. So the differences between the score and the double score, what's the obvious there?
Settings.
The ability to do so.
Features. Other than that, they're both simultaneous multi-frequency. They're both waterproof. They have the same coil. They have the same like carbon fiber shaft, the same weight. By the way, they're very light. Okay, they're like the simplex new generation, 1.2 kilo only. The difference comes with the features and the settings. So score basically doesn't have settings, like I said, other than the sensitivity and frequency change. It doesn't have any other settings. I mean, I'm not counting the volume or the brightness. I'm talking about like detection settings, okay? Where the score 2 or double score does have like the essential settings the more experienced users would need, such as your recovery speed and some other settings. So that's actually the main difference between them. Other than that, performance-wise, depth-wise, they're almost the same. Well, they're the same in terms of, performance and depth and all that. The only thing is, because the double score has that recovery speed setting, once you play with it, then you may get more depth. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Otherwise, the raw depth is the same, but because of the extra settings, that will give you, let's say, more discrimination, better discrimination, or more depth. That's all.
And obviously, since the last time you came on the show, you're now in brand new premises. People who obviously follow Nokta will know all about the facilities, but you've had a massive upgrade.
Yes.
And then you've got everything that you'd want there. You've got more parameters to work with. You've got a bigger production line. You're able to employ more employees. Everything's brilliant there, isn't it? I mean, the facility is second to none, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, let me tell you, I mean, when I first walked into this building after the interior was done, and you have to understand, when we bought this building, there was nothing inside. We bought this building a few years ago, and nothing. No, I mean, imagine no walls, no flooring, no electricity, nothing, no infrastructure, nothing. So we actually invested a lot in this building, and I think the companies that we work with, they did a great job, and we did everything from scratch, the whole decoration, everything, flooring, walls, you name it, electricity, heating, air conditioning. And when I first walked in here, I'm like, this doesn't look like a factory. It's like a 5-star hotel. I couldn't believe it. So it's just amazing. It's so much fun, to work in this environment. And it also, I'll be very honest with you, it also gives us the ability to hire much more qualified people, because it does make a difference, believe it or not, where you are, in what location you are, how your building looks, how the interior looks, when you're not in a very good, let's say, neighborhood, or when your building doesn't look that great, or when you're all packed inside the building, you don't have enough space, these really very good qualified people, it's hard to convince them sometimes. But now, believe me, every every job interview, we just get yeses, we never get no's. You know what I mean?
And you take the well-being of your staff from the bottom all the way to the top. You take that very seriously as well. You've got the canteen facilities and such, like everything on site is really based around the people who work for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have this catering service. We serve really good food here. We have a very nice looking cafeteria. We have very good food. We have transportation service for our employees that picks them up. I think we have probably 16 different minivans or buses. I don't even know, because I drive here myself, that pick the employees up and that drop them off. We have a doctor's room on site. The doctor comes here not every day, but certain days of the month. We have a lot of things going on. Now we're working on getting some vending machines, put up here. We have a nice a lounge space in the lobby when you first walk in, where we have a barista. We have all kinds of coffee, from cappuccino to latte to you name it. It's really good. Time to time we have let's say, for example, tomorrow we have at 9:30 tea and I don't even know what to call it in English. It's something that we have here, very typical. Let's call it a bagel. We have a tea and bagel hour for the employees. Sometimes we have cupcake hours for the employees. We do a lot of things here for our employees.
You've sold me. I'm on my way. You said cake. Adrian, give me a nod if you're ready. Adrian, come back now.
Sorry, we had a lot of people doing multiple entries, so unfortunately they've been taken out. So you can't keep entering yourself again and again. So I had to filter those out and the data, and it's been uploaded to the random wheel. But Dilek, I was listening to the conversation. Then, do you have a bar on site?
No. No.
Can't be that good. Have you got a bar near the offices?
Not drink and work. No.
Really? Oh, one thing someone said in the chat, Dilek, you're always there. You work long hours, don't you, Dilek? So I think people need to be aware of that, and that's not just everyone at Nokta, that's Dilek especially. So she does make sure that her customers get the
close the shop here almost every night.
Really? Just
almost, yeah. I mean, since we moved to this building, I would say, I think most of the time when I'm leaving, there's nobody here, because we work from 7:30 to 5 here. We start very early because we're in an industrial zone, industrial park. It's a very good industrial park here, and all the factories, they work. They start early, and they finish at 4:30 or 5. Because of the rush hour and the traffic. So I don't get here at 7:30 most of the time. I get here around 8:30, and then I don't leave before 8 most of the time. Sometimes 8:30, 9, 10, depends on the day.
Crazy. But it's all work.
And it'll be at least at the very earliest, it'll be midnight tonight.
It's 11:20 right now, and I'm
I was just about to say, those who don't know, Dilek's actually in Turkey, and it's nearly 20 past 11 at night, and she's kindly came on the show, and out of her wages has donated these. So that is why she's not going home, because her husband won't be happy, because she's not taking home much money this month. So 3 times £140 or whatever. Right. So we will go to spin the coil, Dave.
Right.
Okay. No, we won't. We will go
Good luck, everybody.
Yes. I will just share my screen.
Oh, are you doing that? Well, that's okay then, because I've got to do what you were doing now.
Oh, right. Can you see that, Dave?
Yes.
Right.
Can't see any names, but I can see a spear coil. Yeah,
it's all magic. So this is for the first prize of the AccuPointer. Making a funny noise. I think it needs greasing. Paul McAlinden. See that, Dave?
Yeah, Paul McAlinden.
Are you writing it down?
Congratulations.
I can do.
Right, I'll write it. It's all right. So we will try the next one. Alex McKay.
Congratulations.
I think that's a lady, so well done. The more of them in the hobby, the better. And this is for the final AccuPoint, Nokta AccuPoint. George Allerton. George Allerton.
Congratulations.
Right. Those who've won have to put their name or say, I've won in the chat. Otherwise, they're not getting their AccuPoint. So Paul McAlidon, then Alex McKay.
McAlidon?
Alidon.
McAlinden. McAlinden?
Yeah,
George Allerton.
George Allerton. Are they in the chat? Because they need to say hello in the chat. Otherwise, we'll spin it again.
Alex has said it's me.
Right. So Alex is one. She'll get hers sent. So Paul George. I can't read my own writing now. I'm so used to typing.
Paul McAlinden and George Allerton.
You've got a few minutes. If you do not, we will give you, unless you can't type very well, 60 seconds we will give you. If you don't come back, you may moan, but we did clearly say that it's only the people watching the show. We support our viewers, and people who watch the show deserve to win. Paul, well done.
Paul McClendon.
Top man.
So we're waiting on George Allerton.
George was last to be drawn, so if he's not here in the next 30 seconds, we will spin the wheel again. I'm George. Oh, he's got one of those silly names, Dave.
Where?
It's a Suffolk Searcher Metal Detecting UK. I'm George. Well done, George. Yeah, I know that. So well done, George. You will receive an email from myself tonight, and I will ask for your details, and we will kindly pass those on. So congratulations.
Yeah, well done, everybody. And more importantly, thank you, Dilek. Obviously, for coming on the show, and especially for being so kind as to provide the AccuPoints.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I can honestly say, every one of the winners, you will not be let down. I've used a few pinpointers, and it's probably the best I've used. And I've only used it for a little bit. Shane, what do you think? And Shane, who will come and say what he thinks in the comments. If you look at the bottom of the page, the screen, it says our review of the Nokta AccuPoint can be found on the Staffordshire Searcher YouTube channel. Don't go just yet. Watch it at the end of the show. Shane has put together a brief review and introduction to the AccuPoint himself, which is well worth looking at. because he's actually using it in the field as well, which was ace to see.
Well, I like it because of the colour.
I'm colourblind. I couldn't answer that one.
No, so yeah, it's if you can get hold of one, put it on your Christmas list because it's a good pinpointer. And like we do with every manufacturer, we offer them to come on the show, but unfortunately they don't, very rarely, and Nokta like coming on the show. So thank you, Nokta and Dilek. So
well, thank you for always welcoming me on your show. It's my pleasure. And by the way, the winners, when you're getting their information, please don't forget to get their phone numbers as well, because sometimes when we send it, the courier needs to contact them by phone to deliver the product. And
make a note of that, and also make sure you let us know how you get on with it.
That'd be great.
And if you've got any problems with it or you're confused, contact Nokta, because they are very helpful. Like me, you couldn't even sync it with headphones at first.
You know what? Steve Cord must be devastated. He won the Legend and he's been desperate to get his hands on an AccuPoint so he can actually use it alongside the Legend. So you got to buy one, young Steve.
Well, one thing I will say, because Steve does a lot of beach detecting, I left this in a stream about a foot deep. I wedged it in the gravel in the stream. First weekend I got it, and I left it. I turned it on and left it on, and it made the sound, and then it cut off. But it was in the stream for an hour, and then I took it out. And not that I've been in salt water, but it was fine in the stream. And it is so sensitive. I'm sure I was getting about that much depth. It was like a detector in the water. It was really nice.
Yeah, I call it a mini detector, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is.
With all the features we put in it, frequency shift, this, that, I'm like, it's like a mini detector. Oh, by the way, somebody did write something in the chat, and I'm glad he wrote that. So I'm going to be on the Rolex radio show next Thursday, a week from now, with Ken King in America. And I'm going to be joining that show with Mark Tminsky, our VP of Sales and Marketing in America. So we're going to be giving away more AccuPoints on that show. So if you didn't win here, you may get a chance to win there. So
Ken, if you can remind us next week, because your show's obviously on after our show, being earlier in the day in America. Please remind me next week, and we can talk about Dilek coming on your show, so people who are watching will know that's there as well, so you can get some traffic coming your way if you don't mind.
And now that I gave 3 here, I have to give 3 there too to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. It's and also on Treasures Talk, Andrew T. Yes, I think that is a good show, a very good show.
I've not heard of Treasure Talk, so somebody's going to have to introduce me to that one.
Yeah. So.
Treasure Talk too.
Adrian, when you left it in a stream, did it shrink when it was cold?
No, it didn't. But it wasn't a stream actually. It was quite deep. I got wet feet going in it because I didn't have my boots on. But yes,
I got wet feet the last time I went out because my lad had used me wellies to go magnet fishing and not told me.
Yes, I did have a question for Dilek actually about we've missed something I've missed a question which somebody raised.
So we've spoke about the simplexes, they've been doing well. We've spoke about the Legend, that's doing brilliantly, and it's got the Leap, the beast mode coming. We've obviously spoke about the AccuPoint, which was introducing that. It's now fully available. Dilek, can you remind us of the prices?
Thank you, Danny.
The suggested retail prices, well, in dollars it's $159.95, but it's retailing for $139.95 in America, £139.95 in the UK, and $159.95 in Europe.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So it's up there with the other expensive pinpointers, but if you've got a Legend, it's a no-brainer. Thank you, Danny McGinty and Dave Moore as well. Question which I did speak to you about, Dilek, a while back, in earbuds, like the wireless earbuds. Is that an option for the Legend, or the?
You mean for Nokta to?
Yeah, for Nokta to have with their detectors, not the pinpointer.
We're working on one.
I'm trying to think of something you haven't done yet. Metal detecting shoes will probably be coming out next year. Yeah, there's already somebody you can buy them.
See, that's one thing that I didn't want to mention anywhere, and I never spoke about it. But see, if I'm asked, then I cannot lie. I cannot hide it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're actually working on earbuds. I mean, whether we're really gonna definitely gonna launch them or not, I don't know at this point. But yeah, we're working on we're working on earbuds with I don't know if I should say this or not, but that will also help the hearing impaired people.
Brilliant. Yes, it's got the other options of providing a signal to your ears would be another thing, wouldn't it?
Fee Cooley says, can the screen show the shape of the target? That'd be great. That's so 4 years ago. We've been there. We've done that.
Yeah.
We had to find Dilek in the ground with it.
Yeah. Go with your tones. But no, that was the other thing, the earpods. And I think that's the only thing with overhead earphones, especially this year or last year in the UK, hot weather, you get hot. It's nice now because the weather's getting cold. It keeps your ears warm, but to have a small set of earpods or headset kind of thing would be nice. But like people said, you can have other low latency headphones will work.
Will the disconnect lady be on the buds? Important stuff.
Yes, definitely. Yes, that's an additional cost.
Yeah, we love her. No, I'll make sure she's not on the earbuds.
David, like a man saying it. So unless anyone's got any questions,
I've not heard the lady, mate, so I can't comment.
I will send you a recording of it. Oh no, she's gone now. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. If you've got a Legend, there is an update for the AcuPoint, but you don't need to do that update if you haven't got the AcuPoint. Is that correct?
No, you don't. It's just for the AcuPoint, for that audio when it's switching between the AcuPoint and the Legend. That update is just for that, so nothing else. Yeah. So they like somebody who is not planning to buy the AcuPoint, they don't have to do that.
No.
We won't ask you about any bone conducting waterproof headphones. We won't ask that question. We'll just not.
That's in the chat. That's in the chat from Andrew T.
Look at her looking from below an L like that now. Don't ask me these questions.
We're also looking into that. Actually, very soon I'm gonna see the first sample, and we'll see how it works. We're gonna test it out, and if we like it, yes, we're planning to also release bone conduction headphones.
Fantastic.
I like the sound of that.
On a serious note, Mark Anderson, he'd like to say he's sending out his condolences to Steve Saunders' family on the loss of a lovely fellow detectorist. Yeah. So we didn't know him, but thank you, Mark, and we all send our condolences.
And, condolences. I don't know who the person is, but condolences.
No, I sadly probably don't. And Danny McGinty, did anyone provide any proof that 109 was better than 1.11? No, let's not get on that because I think that's just. I didn't notice any difference at all. So as far as I'm concerned, it was okay. No one else has said anything to me. I think sometimes you get people in the hobby who like stirring things, and I bet Dilek's had.
And Adrian, I actually want to repeat this here again. We are the manufacturer and developer of this product, guys. Okay, so in 111. We did nothing that could possibly affect, let's say, depth, like people are claiming. That's number one. Number two is, if this is a call to all, like anybody who thinks 111 is worse than 109 in terms of anything, discrimination, depth, you name it. All you need to do is, whatever that scenario, wherever you're experiencing this, please download your legend to 109, take a video, then upload the 111 again, take another video, comparison video with the same conditions, same target, same time, like right there. You cannot do one today and then another video the next day. Do a comparison, send it to us, and we'll definitely look at it. And if there is really a difference in terms of depth or whatever at the same settings, though, we'll definitely look at it. But so far, not even one person sent us a video showing what they're talking about. It's, for us, it's all talk. It's not like we're not believing these people, but for us, it's inconclusive claims. That's how we, have to name them at this point. But Nokta would do anything to help anybody out. But all the experienced users out there are loving the 111, and we as the manufacturer are recommending the 111. So thank you, Adrian, for giving me the chance to...
There's also other things that you might have dropped your detector out of your car, and you might have a faulty coil. It might not be connected to the control box. You might be in some crazy radioactive ground. But I think Nokta have sold, 108 legends worldwide, and they haven't sold more than that. But I haven't seen any evidence or heard anything. And Dave Bryn Hughes found a tiny silver Victoria 4pence at 10 inches. 1.11 works for me. Yeah. So, fantastic. I haven't had any problems with it at all. I don't had any issues with any updates, to be honest. There's been the odd early ones, but there's been so many. And I remember last year, Dilek, I think you said that's the last one. And now you've brought out another one. You guys have got to stop. You're going to be burnt out by next year. You need to get that score out there.
Well, listen.
What did I say? What did you say that I said it was the last one?
Not the last update, the one before. You said it was the last one, and there's been another one and another one. So there's been they just keep coming. And now you're talking about the leap mode, which I like to call it legend leap mode, because it's going to leap into depth. Yeah, not beast or boost. But yeah, whatever you call it. But that's going to be another one. So
no, that's it. Hey, listen. I mean, we need to develop new machines too, not only give updates forever, So, I don't think we'll have another update, at least for a long while,
Yeah, until you bring out something else. But anyway, brilliant. We could go on all night, I think, Dave, couldn't we?
We certainly could. And thank you to everybody who's watched the show tonight, and to everybody who's not tuned in before. This is regular. We do this every Thursday without fail, 8 till 9:30. Lots of guests from around the world. Next week's show, Adrian probably doesn't know this because he probably hasn't got them, but we will be looking at some new products which look the same but are very different from what other people have in the past. From Monarch Designs, Brian Goodseer-Thompson will be joining us from Monarch Designs, and we'll be discussing all his stuff because we got to see him and meet him at the summer events, Adrian. It was nice to do that.
Yeah.
And what a thoroughly nice chap he is, and his products are outstanding.
Yep. Any extras you want for your detector, pinpointer holders, covers, he's got a huge selection of 3D printed products. And he's probably the biggest in the hobby at the moment in the UK, I think. So, yeah. Absolutely. But no, I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Dilek, again, we can't thank you enough for everything you do for the show, supporting us. It's a pleasure. It was a pleasure me spending that personal time with you at Detectable. It really was. And it's always great to have you on the show.
Same here. Thank you so much. Thanks again, everybody who's in the chat, who's been watching. Nokta Detectors loves you guys. Take care and have a good night. Let me get home before it's midnight.
Yeah, don't be bothering with any emails now. Just leave it for the night.
Before the date changes here, in 20 minutes. No, actually, I can't make it home in 20 minutes. Bye. Okay. Bye, guys.
Okay,
I'll catch up with you, Dilek, about what we were talking about at Detectable at the end of the weekend as well soon.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't want to ask you anything since then.
Yeah. Okay? That's right. We've got no, that's fine. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I actually know what you're on about for a change. Thanks again, Dilek, and thank you, everybody. And we'll see you same time, same place next week. Good night.